everybody, I got a Mark 8 Golf R.
And I have a GR Yaris.
These are two of the most exciting all-wheel drive, turbocharged hatchbacks on the market today.
Absolutely. Yeah, wouldn't it be awesome if you could take them for a bit of a thrash?
Well, Martin, I'm glad you are thinking the same as me, because right now we are at the Michelin Pilot Sport 5 launch in South Australia. I got one of the first sets in Australia. They are on my Golf Mark 8R, and we are at a very exciting new facility called The Bend.
The Bend Motorsport Park in South Australia is a world-class motorsport facility. The main circuit features a combination of technical corners and fast-flowing sections. There are 7 configurations all up, with the longest being 7.7 kilometres, the second longest permanent circuit in the world, after the Nürburgring. The Bend is also the venue today for Michelin's launch of the all-new Pilot Sport 5. But what's that got to do with us? Well, we got the first set of these tyres in Australia, and Michelin are a proud sponsor of Mighty Car Mods. They also shipped our cars over 1,200 kilometres so they could be on display in the foyer for dealers and the media, and so we could take them out for some skids while we're here. What we really want to know is which car's going to do a better skid out of the GR Yaris and the Golf R.
We just want to do a little Dory competition and see which car, who drifts it better, the Yaris or the Golf. So let's head to the skid pan, and then hopefully we've got some time left to have a look around the rest of the track. Does this car even do skids, Martin?
There's only one way to find out, mate.
Like, does it?
I don't know.
It looks like you've done the right thing over here, like all your stuff's turned off.
Yep.
But I want to know if it's actually going to do a little drifty donutty skip thing.
Absolutely no idea. I mean, it's full drive, so it's kind of not supposed to, but I'm going to try.
Let's find out, Martin. Off you go, mate. See what you can do. And your handbrake, like, does handbrake things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, here we go.
Yeah, sick. Almost got you, Cone. Might actually be better in the dry. Yeah, sick.
Skid's all right.
It goes all right. It actually likes the dry more than the wet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So fun, man. Like, what? This is a Yaris.
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? That was second gear. Foot to the floor, handbrake initiate, and it just held it.
Wow.
No Sylvia, but it does all right.
Looks good. Sounds good. Time for the Golf.
Drift mode.
All right, I'm going to see if the Golf can drift. Here we go. Yeah! It drifts! It actually drifts! It does what it's meant to do! That's awesome!
Now that we've determined that the Golf R does the better skids, it's time to have a look around the main circuit.
All right, so we're in the car with Jason, who is a hot lap driver at the Bend. How many laps here do you reckon you've done in your time? In the thousands?
Yeah,
okay, good.
We're getting close to that.
So we're going to do a
I'm
bit
in the back flying a drone, by the way.
and the birds
You
are
can
chasing
thank
it.
me for this shot right now.
Well done.
There you go, thank
So
you.
we're going to do a bit of a sighting lap, no helmets, we're not going crazy, just to sort of have a look, because this is called the GT circuit, right?
We'll do the GT circuit first,
Yep.
then we'll come back and we'll do the International, which
cool.
is the one that the V8 supercars mainly race on.
Right.
So
So this is a long circuit. I was reading and it said it's like the second longest circuit.
Second longest in the world. The
Wow.
Nürburgring's obviously the longest.
20 k's.
Yeah, this is 7.7.
7.7.
It's a long case.
Yeah, that's massive. And so why so long? Because they have the space here. Like, what's the benefit?
Yeah, purely that. And this is what the Shahins probably wanted. Do their own track, design it how they wanted it. But they took snippets of their favourite tracks, if you like, from around the world.
Ah, I see.
And put them here. So when international drivers can come here to drive,
Yeah.
they can go, oh, this corner's similar to Spa, or I've driven this, this circuit.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So they've mashed all those together to make this absolutely awesome.
So straight
circuit
away,
that you see.
I'm noticing it's nice and wide, obviously.
Yep.
Also, the camber changes, but it sort of helps you.
Does a little bit, a few different corners. I've got that, like that turn 3's got a bit of camber to it.
Yep.
If you get in the right spot there's two little sort of bumps in the centre.
Yep.
You know you've got that corner sweet. Get on it, get out the corner.
Yep.
Let the car. A lot of people will try and fight, like we do a lot of driver coaching. They'll try and hold the car to a specific line.
Yeah.
The best thing is just let the car flow and do its thing. You've got a lot of track to use, and just keep it obviously on the black stuff.
It also feels high speed.
It is. I mean, even to cruise the track, you can comfortably do this track as a cruise at 80 k's.
Yeah. Well, that's what
But-
kind of what we're doing here.
but
So it goes that way?
Yep, turn left here. It flows so nice.
Yeah.
That's another variant of our circuit straight ahead there. So that's our west loop.
Oh, this tightens up
So
and then goes up the hill.
it goes up the hill around the corner. Depending on what circuit you're doing, is to where you would sit here.
Right.
Most of the time out of that, you probably sit about where you are now, mid-circuit.
Yep.
Let the car come over a little bit to the left as you will sort of head around.
Yep.
If you were doing the international, that's about where you want to be.
Right.
Because it's a nice long flowing, but we'll do that one second. So we'll go straight through these with just hats, and this is basically the first of the two interchanges where the GT and the international meet.
Right.
So international, we would have chucked a righty.
Okay,
So
yep.
this is now onto the GT circuit, so the bigger circuit.
What is a good lap time here at this track in a street car?
Depending on what you're doing, like with our West circuit, when we do our hot laps and stuff for the Mustangs, you're looking at a 139.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, right.
So it's reasonable. It's a about 3.5k circuit.
Yep.
Yep. And what about the full circuit?
Full circuit, I haven't seen too many lap times on the full circuit, but they're probably around the 4-minute mark.
I think the record's like, is it 240?
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
It's far. That'd be in like some
But-
F1 style car, surely.
Yeah,
It's a long time on the track, isn't it?
Well, well, distance-wise too. Like it's a kilometre walk if you break down out here, back to the main building.
This is cool. It's got like a
So-
sort of banked.
Yeah, this is good. The bike guys love this when the bike motorcycle guys get a chance to come out. They love this out here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a cool little section here.
Yeah.
And so this is something you would just draw a straight
You pretty
line
much
through,
straight
right?
can
Like,
almost be. You just want to skim the curb.
Yeah,
With
like
each
that.
side of your tyre. Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you find if you zip through it and try and actually follow it, it upsets the balance of the car. So the straighter you can make it.
Sure.
Also,
better.
if you're following it, you're actually adding distance, aren't
exactly.
you?
Yep.
Yeah, which is slowing you down.
Yep, exactly. So you want to be right over to the right here. This is
Yep.
a trick. This corner actually catches a few out because there's a quick direction change, and if you're too quick and brake, it unloads the car. And as you can see,
All right.
timer.
switch it off
Into the
over
grass.
there, or you chuck a couple of donuts and head off into the sticks. But the best rule of thumb when you're doing a lap is your extreme left for a right-hander and extreme right for a left-hander.
Yep.
And
Makes sense.
the
Oh, this has
more
got
you,
like a double apexy thing.
well, no, because sometimes if you do the late brake and late apex, you can actually make it in one.
Right.
Like a few, but again, it comes down to laps and laps and laps
Yes.
to get to know the circuit.
Sure.
Like through here, you can actually make this almost one big long turn. So if you're right over here to the left,
Yep.
Oh, and then just gently curve through.
you
here.
just gently want to wind the lock on. So you just gently turn it in. You stay about a car width off there.
Yep.
Head out to your left here and stay right out. Head out to that left curb.
Yep.
And if you really sweep it, it's
Oh,
almost.
that must feel
it's-
awesome when you get that right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost one big turn, but you stay right out late
Yep.
and you sort of, yep,
That's a long
lift
corner.
off. And now your apex is the pointy bit, so turn right in sharp now. There's your apex.
Oh, cool.
See, so now it
Which
sets
sets
you
you
up
up.
nice for there, because if you're too close to there, you've got to wash pace off.
Yes.
To make the corner.
Because you're going to push wide, aren't you?
Yeah, so you come in a lot later, or a lot squarer, and you can stay right over here, and you just gas it out.
Awesome.
So,
So we go straight or left?
No, go left. We'll stick with the GT circuit.
Cool, yeah.
So again, you want to be in close, dodge the witches' hands, but in close normally. Now they actually added this section out here to
right.
allow you to send the car out.
Because you get a bit of speed
Yeah,
up here,
and then
like, you
bring
know,
it
that's
back.
it.
Yep.
Awesome.
And obviously this track's used more, so you can see the dark lines.
Yes.
Not the skid marks, but the dark lines is where people actually, that's your race line. So you turn in now, you'd hug that curb. And this is a bit of a good blinder, because as you come out, you've actually got a lot more track than you think.
Heaps of runoff.
And then you've got a Hilux to try and chop.
You can try and chop that one up. So again, through here, if you get this section right, it's awesome too. So if you stay over to your right, this is another late in a bit. So turn in now. So you want to hug in close here. And then you let the car go out to the right. He's probably going to do a U in front of us.
Right.
Yep. And then this here is actually a turn-in point. Then you go across, and your apex is just after this little extra bit of sausage curve.
It's there.
Yep. And then you get on the gas and straight up the hill.
Cool.
And then you'd be close to that curb and stay there.
There's a lot to remember for a circuit this long,
And where those birds are sitting, that's where you'd let the car sort of push to.
At speed, at high speed.
At high speed. And if you let the car do it, it actually will push itself to where you need to go.
Well, you've got a wide enough track that you can get away with it.
Yep.
That's also an indication of you know you're going fast, don't you, when the car is pulling you in a really smooth sail, like each way.
Yeah, exactly. And it's those, when they start to fight that thing, oh God, that's when you get in trouble.
Yeah.
So if you sort of just let the car do its thing, but keep it under control with the throttle, you laugh.
And we're back, and this is the start again.
Just fully let it go right out and the whole circuit, and we set off on another
drag racing the whole way up this straight.
It's almost a K.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, you really can wind it up.
Does it kind of it's also like Motorsport Park in reverse, like going up a straight this way and then hanging, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the opposite.
This would be so fun at speed, because on Michelin Cup 2s, you're just going to have that epic grip. A little nuggety car like this, it must be unreal.
Yeah.
And that's one of the good things with Michelin. They've got that line between the noise, the feel that they're going to slip, but they don't.
Yeah.
So you've got time to feel what the car's doing and think, oh, I'm too quick or whatever, and catch it, keep going.
Without being off in the weeds.
Yeah, and without having to get right off everything and fight, you can just smoothly keep going.
And that's a key word, I think, is fast and predictable. Being in an unpredictable car that's not set up right,
it's not.
I've played that game and it's not fun at all.
It's just stressful.
Yeah.
It takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Sweating through your whole lap.
Yeah.
Yes.
And not knowing the cars, and it doesn't help.
Well, thanks, mate. That was very educational.
thank you so
Can't
much
wait
for
to
the
come
tour.
in
That was
when it's open for some. Well, it's open now, but today they're doing maintenance. But to come and actually do a couple of flying laps.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, we do track days.
Yep.
Cool.
So speed off the street, all that sort of stuff, where you just pay your money, rock up, and do 4 or 5 hours of just
nice.
sending it.
Thank you for inviting us down, and also a massive thanks to Michelin for bringing us all the way to Adelaide and shipping our cars down here.
So good.
Very cool.
We should go and find a bit of the track that is open, like over there.
We are very excited to announce that we are giving away this mad red Daihatsu Cure, the exact same make and model that started Mighty Car Mods 14 years ago.
This one has some tasty mods: Daihatsu Copen brake upgrade
With braided brake lines.
Workmeister wheels,
Mad interior upgrades like these GTVI seats, a tacho dash,
doubled-in head unit with CarPlay,
and windows that go up and down without the key in.
and this one has a steering wheel.
Luxury sound deadening throughout the car and a super garage sticker. Powered by a 1 litre 3-cylinder with a full exhaust for excellent fuel economy and mad noise.
Adjustable coilovers and a factory airbox. We've hit up the sponsors of Mighty Car Mods, and you're also going to get all of this. A 228 mechanics toolkit by Tool Pro X, a low profile jack, and some jack stands thanks to our friends at Super Cheap Auto.
6 services worth of oil from Castrol Edge.
A Ryobi 1 Plus HP DAC, a Ryobi 1 Plus HP drill, plus a lithium-ion 4-amp battery pack.
A set of Iridium IX spark plugs from NGK and a new oxygen sensor from NTK.
A prize pack from WD-40, including heaps of products from their specialist range.
A bushing press kit from Whiteline. And on top of all this, a merch pack from Haltech, Michelin and Shannon's.
And a GFB boost gauge. Why is there a boost gauge?
Because I'm also going to chuck in from my personal collection a turbo manifold for this engine and a front mount.
For your chance to win this awesome car and prize pack, just grab a Red Rocket MCM merchandise multi-pack. We've already discounted it for you, so you'll get loads of mad merch no matter what. Then at checkout, let us know in around 25 words why you think you should win this epic prize, and you'll automatically be entered.
For those overseas, you've got a chance of winning a one-of-a-kind autographed Mighty Car Mods poster.
For your chance to win this epic prize,
Plus full terms and conditions,
click the link below.